The Children's Commissioner for Scotland is considering legal action over the rollout of universal credit. Bruce Adamson has said he can't rule it out as the basic human rights of children are being infringed with the controversial new benefit system. The UK government has insisted universal credit is working. Maura Kinneborough reports.
Give the workers what they're due!
A day of action in Leith as in other parts of Scotland. These protesters want universal credit stopped. They claim the new all-in-one benefit is driving more people into debt. Thousands of those in work here are also in poverty.
I'd like to see the government put a pause on universal credit. I'd like to see them to address the issues with it, and rather than thinking of it as a cost-saving exercise, which essentially it has been, I want them to look at the impact that it's having on people. So we want a fairer benefit for people.
They say more people are relying on food banks or being evicted from their homes. The long wait to receive the new benefit has been criticised, as has the complex online-only application process. The Children's Commissioner wants immediate action.
This is a human rights issue. This is about warm houses, food on the table and basic human rights for children. So we're engaging directly with ministers at the UK and the Scottish level to ensure that the system respects human rights, and we can't rule out taking further action, including legal action on this.
Any spare cash in there, Chancellor?
The Chancellor announced changes to universal credit in last month's budget, speeding up claim times. This afternoon, the Department for Work and Pensions issued a statement saying with universal credit, people are moving into work faster and staying in work longer. It says no one who needs support has to wait 6 weeks, and in the run-up to Christmas, claimants can request advance payments. Maura Kinneborough, reporting Scotland, Leith.
And you can hear more on that story on Sunday's edition of Good Morning Scotland from 8 o'clock tomorrow on BBC Radio Scotland.
The Children's Commissioner is reported today to be suggesting that he might take legal action against universal credit. The argument is that it infringes the human rights of children. Would you back any such action?
I think we'd be very sympathetic to that action. The approach of the UK government on social security and welfare is truly appalling. It is impoverishing people. It is leading to despair. We know that. I know that as a constituency MSP from my caseload. So in all those circumstances, I think anybody who is standing up against that and arguing for a practical resolution to what are awful ideological problems being brought by the Tories, I think deserves all the support he can get.
Well, that would largely mean financial support. I mean, presumably if the Children's Commissioner were to take legal action, the costs would have to be met by the Scottish Government.
Well, I think that's a discussion the Children's Commissioner has to have with other ministers. It's not within my portfolio. But you asked me what I thought of that, and I think that the UK government's approach is appalling. And I do think that the Children's Commissioner is saying something which needs to be said and proposing practical action if he can't get change. What he said is there has to be changes. We've all been saying that for a long time. We thought there were to be changes. That's what the Chancellor announced in the budget. They don't seem to be as effective as they need to be.